It is Thursday, that is all. That's all I got for you. It's Thursday. Um Taking a look back at the video yesterday, had a lot of fun with Interstellar a Signature Series. Um I decided to watch Rogue One again today. And as soon as I saw what's going on, sir? As soon as I saw Mon Mothma, I got the taste of tequila in my mouth. It was actually quite a funny knee-jerk reaction. So yeah, quite interesting how quickly I associate Mon Mothma with tequila now. What's going on, Don? How are you doing, friend? Don, I feel like you're supposed to be here soon. Like, imminently. What do I have to show everybody? I have this, and this to show everyone, by the way. What's going on, Ice? I was gonna watch Rogue One today while I was packing, but I didn't pack or watch Rogue One. Hello, lady! Rebellions are built on hope. It's true. So those are the three that are the most recently approved emotes: DCDaholic, Smart, and the official trade button. Tomorrow, with my newly unlocked space, I will be adding Rippet, the frog. By the way, if it doesn't exist already, I think I need to invent, trademark, and/or copyright Rippet the frog. Since I'm saying it live, technically said it live yesterday, I'm going to use this as my poor man's copyright, trademark, whatever the heck it will be. Smart, right? What's going on, Steven? Steven, I feel like it's been a very long time since I've seen you. KP! Que paso? So yeah, that the Rippet the Frog, I think, needs to be our trademark, our person. Yeah, gonna work on that. Mas Mothma. Yeah, you missed it. What's going on, GB? Hey, GB. I don't know if you were on last night when we announced our product from Bing with the cars. I know that you have a passing interest in automobiles. I know it might not be like your thing, but I wasn't sure if you had seen that. Because no joke, when we were making it, we're like, I bet you Gentleman Built would probably get a kick out of this. And I'm not calling you out directly. You saw it this morning, okay. Yeah, we actually were like, I wonder if he's seen it yet. That's totally a GB thing. And I'm not saying we built it specifically for you. We actually, so here's how this happened, how this came about. Story time. Bing had done a couple of cars, had been commissioned to do some cars. And he was finding that he was frequently getting commissions to do his style of cars. Initial D, like some of the like cool cars. So we got to see some of the prints of his work, and we were like, why don't we just do cars and put cars with it? And it was just like, all right, that's a great idea. Hey, Bing, if you do some cars, let us know. We'll buy some cars off of you. So he was like, hey, I am going to do a bunch of cars. Do you want them? We're like, yeah, if you do a bunch of cars, we'll take them. So carte blanche, he's just like, I'm going to do cars. If you choose to take them, take them. We did, took all of them. So another one that I'm not allowed to talk about just came in today. It's a surprise. I can't say anything more about it because it is a real actual surprise, and I really truly can't spoil it. But there's a surprise involved. So Bing was amazing, fast, efficient. Bing is actually going to be in Dragons too. Elemental, which we haven't announced yet, which I just think I just accidentally announced. Hey, Doug, perfect timing. Scuba! Hey, buddy. Scoobs, I miss you, buddy. I feel like we don't talk like we used to. Yeah, your trade button, Doug, your trade button has been approved, so we now have the trade button. So now people can show their interest in the trade button. I do have your number. I do. It is true. That is a very valid way to turn that around on me. Brent, you are correct. He is. No, Doug, I would never do that. I would never do that. Yeah. Chris, you've been watching this a lot, I guess. See, there you go. I'm good at refusing to give any hints. That's right. I don't give any hints. I just blurt out the whole thing. There's no hints involved. It's just like, oh my god, this thing's so cool. Oh crap, I'm not supposed to talk about it. That's right, a Mon Mothma Grogu mashup. Ooh, a 2-hour test. Oh man, I'm good. I don't want to take any tests. The last test I took was a blood test, and apparently I failed. So I'm good taking tests now. I'm all right. I don't want any more. I'm good. Inked by Kaiser. Yeah, that's right. That's right. KP is like, it's true. He just flat out says it. Oh man, something came in today. Something came in today that I absolutely can't talk about. But holy shnikes, is it one of the coolest things? And I'm not exaggerating. I think when this is announced and this actually happens, it's a project that is just became so awesome. Excellent, Scoobs. I have no doubt. That you will be absolutely wonderful at whatever job it is. It could be anything. President of the United States, you'd be great at it. They found me. The sleep study, I did one. It resulted in my CPAP, and now that I have my CPAP, I tell you, oh goodness, the sleep is actually restful. I am not exhausted all day like I used to be. It is a life changer. It really is. Yeah, absolutely, Scoops, absolutely. But no, we got this box in the mail. What up, nerd? How you doing, man? So we got this box in the mail, and it came really, really quickly. And I'm like particularly proud of this. But we're gonna use what's in this box probably over the course of a couple of things. Lee, what up, man? But they're so cool. They're better than I thought they were. And I am so stoked for when whatever it is announced, being able to absolutely show some of the cool things that we got. But dang, it is going to be amazeballs. Coiling cables. That's right. Do not go against the cable. Ah, see, Doug gets it now. One thing I learned working in theater is make sure you do not over tighten or twist any of the cables. You do not want a gaffer with biceps the size of your thighs to crush your head for ruining some cables. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Doug does not live in Santa Barbara. I'm not going to tell you where he lives, but he doesn't live in Santa Barbara. So I'm here virtually alone. Yes, happy anniversary, KP. Nothing like a Renaissance wedding, especially at the Excalibur. Steven, you should just stop the whole work thing. I mean, that's what I did. I stopped working years ago. Over under. Tearing up my studio, trying to get it sorted. Hard to get my keyboard without tearing a muscle or something. I have a visual, and it is weird. And Lee, I hope my visual is not real. So there you go. Steven's like, that's not a bad idea. I'm just gonna stop working. Just gonna stop working. Just gonna let money appear. See, there it is. Don's like, I'm at work, and I'm not working. I, DC the Breaker, am at work. I mean, am I working? Am I working? I mean, I'm working, but is it work? What's going on, Detroit? How you doing? Actually, I have been working all day. I've been sorting football cards all day. I've sorted about 4,200 football cards today. And I sorted a really big box into multiple smaller boxes. I know, right? I know. I had to clean up because of the giant mess that was made yesterday by all of the deliveries showing up, but today, man, I can't wait to show you. It'll probably be like a month from now. Yeah, Steve's like, slacker, I could have done 5,200. You probably could have. I was sidetracked by phone calls. What's going on, Tangle? I'm going to have to wait for Doug and Trevor to have a family thing to go to so that I can completely spoil this amazing thing that we got in the mail today. But I'm going to have to do it and accidentally delete the VOD and turn off clips and editing. But yeah, what we got today is so cool. Don said, you need an assistant, like somebody who lived, but I meant to commute my brain. Yeah, so Don, Steven has actually been put to work here. Well, like, hey, Steven, would you like a tour of the facilities? Hey, by the way, could you do some free intern labor too while you're here? That's how it happened. You're going to have to put DC in a cell? Yeah, you will. Yeah. Yep. That is true. Steven's like, I'll do it again. Don't threaten me with a good time. I bet Maddie was. Oh my God! You know what? Okay, Steven. Steven, I'm gonna put something on camera. Make sure Maddie's not looking. Doug, I am not gonna show the thing that we got today, but I'm gonna show something we got the other day. So brace yourself. Really not supposed to show this, but it's not. So here's I'm playing. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I'm playing this. There's one thing that I absolutely can't show you that I would be in really legitimate, non fictitious trouble that if I actually showed it them. Um, so there's other things that we got that I'm not gonna get in so much trouble for. Like, it's gonna be one of those conversations where Doug's gonna be very disapproving, like, that we're not really ready for that yet. And I'll be like, yeah, but I mean, it's better than the other thing. Nobody puts DC in a corner. I mean, well, Maddie, you gotta leave. You can't be here for this. Steve, tell me when she's gone. Um, but I mean, it is magnificent. That is, Doug knows exactly where I'm going with this because Doug knows if I am going to have to pick the lesser of two evils. It's it's Elvin Hernandez doing Elvin Hernandez stuff. Oh, it's so good. Like, look at the brickwork in the background. The dude is not playing. Not playing around at all. Stupid good. Stupid good. But Steven's like, my eardrum was just pierced for screams. What? What? And it was probably a scream and a squeal, I feel, as well. So yeah, that's something that's coming up. That satiates my properly fussed. That satiates my hunger for spoilers. I'm gonna toss two more of his pieces on here that you guys will want to see. Just to wet your whistle for something that's coming up. You guys know it's coming up. Paul and Kayla have already spoiled this a little bit. Come on. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Elvin Hernandez, man. The colors. Yeah, it's really great. I'm going to do one more. Kratos. I'm going to do one more. Warrior Princess. Yeah. So great. I know, right? Jeez, you think you could try harder next time? Goodness. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right, I'm satisfied. I know, right? I used to watch Xena. I didn't watch Xena for Lucy Lawless. I watched Xena for her, and I'm going to be piggish, her pretty blonde cohort. Um, and then I got older and really came to enjoy Lucy Lawless's acting range. I found that she was absolutely wonderful in Battlestar Galactica. I thought a great role in Battlestar Galactica. To me, she was unrecognizable. And then Gabrielle, there you go. Gabrielle. And then I would say Lucy Lawless really gave us her all in Spartacus. And I was quite impressed with her uh, talents as a main character in season 1 and 2. Made me look at her in a different way, which really made me appreciate her as an actor. Prodigious talents. Great in Ash versus Evil Dead. I feel like I've seen that. All the Evil Dead movies kind of jumble around in my head. I'm a huge fan. I read his book, If Chins Could Kill. Bruce Campbell was like one of the dopest actors of my childhood. The series, I don't think I've seen the series then. I may not have seen the series. I've seen the movies, I know that for a fact. Got to meet him at San Diego Comic-Con. I was very graciously escorted to the front of the line by a friend. I'm not gonna say his name so he doesn't get in trouble. I actually felt like a big deal famous person because they're like, we're taking him to the front of the line, he's with me. And I'm like, I'm with him. And like literally like people on stage waiting for his autograph, they're like, excuse us, excuse us. And I walk up and I'm like, if chins could kill. And I have this whole conversation with Bruce Campbell, and it was like the highlight of my day. And it made me feel really important. And it was like, wow, I can really get used to this. I'm not going to get used to it because it's never going to happen again. But I could get used to this if this was something that was offered. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Sometimes it's not who you are, it's who you know. And I'm okay with that. So that, I mean, honestly, I had a really, really boring day. I did. Trying to think, I feel like there was something else I did today. A lot of football cards. The secret thing. Bing. Yeah, hey Doug, what if we show them one of the things Bing did? Um One of the 5 things he did. It turns like I won't tell anybody. I mean, how dope is that? Lee, the ships are still there. It's right above me. Yeah. Super cool. droid's still there too. Yeah, lots of fun. Lots of fun. Bergman got 2 tubes. And that's one of the 2 that he wanted was 2 tubes. Because he texted me afterward, is like, I am stoked. That's one of the ones I was after. And I was like, all right, one and done. Get it. It's all good, Dangle. Paul, I spoiled everything, Paul. You missed all the spoilers. What's up, Chef? You're welcome, bud. I do what I can. I try to get it there as fast as possible. As a matter of fact, today I sat in the post office for 35 minutes getting shipping done, all of our international orders. 2 separate packages to Australia. Shout out to my Aussie fans. I love you all. I love you, actually, honestly. I love you guys a little bit more. Shh, don't tell the Americans. I love you guys a little bit more because you actually interrupt your regularly scheduled program to tune in at really odd hours to see me. And that is kind of worth something. I put you right there with Don and Carlito, because those guys will literally just not work to listen to me. And that's pretty cool. I feel like I'm disrupting the man. I'm really punk rock in the aspect of I make you stop working to have fun. So shout out to my Aussie fans. Germany, even weirder of a time. You guys are like 16 hours difference from me. Germany got a package. Canada, only 3 hours away. Vive le Québécois. Those were all sent. So, Paul, I did not get anything from you from the right Turknose. Turk, you're not to blow up your spot. Let's use general terms. You're Ontario, not Montreal, right? Or not? You're Ontario, not Quebec, right? Germany is 9 hours. I knew it was something like that. Okay. I spent a tremendous amount of my childhood in Ontario. I would argue that I know Ontario almost as good as the average frogman from Quebec. Um, I spent tons of time in Toronto, Niagara on the Lake, the Niagara Peninsula, the doing wine tours, hanging out at the Pantages Theater in Toronto. Was a man about town in my youth in the T dot. Same time zone as Denmark. Hey Doug, why would you know Denmark's time zone? So I tell everybody I love Canada. I'm a huge fan. If things were different, I would be living in Canada. I really would. If we ever got so big that we could afford to have multiple locations, I would urge them to let me handle the Canadian location. And I would just do everything out of Canada because I love Canada. Something about that bi-parliamentary form of government that just really does it for me. It's about a 12 to 13 hour flight for you guys out west. Ice Wolf knows he's done it a few times. I'm not going to lie. When there's a hockey game and I'm there, I'm belting out the Canadian national anthem pretty loud. People are looking at me like, oh, he must be from Canada. I wear that like a badge. Oh. But no, it is like the title says, it's just Thursday. It has been a busy day getting this place in order after the chaos of the last 48 hours. Lee's like, I would be in the Nordic division, probably with Doug's relatives. DCD collects hockey jerseys. I mean, you guys know me. I wear hockey jerseys. Scuba had got me arguably the nicest one I've ever had in my life. And they're very comfortable. Don't forget, Doug, Don needs a DCD Collects shirt. We did promise him. And we can also probably think about selling them, because I bet you 2 or 3 people in the chat would love a DCD Collects shirt if we were to make them. Dave would buy one. I love it. So that's a thing. I've done the jet boat from Niagara Falls, Craig. I've done the Maid of the Mist. I have done the caverns where you walk behind the falls. I have done both sides of the falls. I am not exaggerating, nor am I speaking in hyperbole when I say there is very little to do in Canada that I haven't done when it comes to Ontario. And I also have been to Montreal, Quebec. At the time, I was much more fluent in French. My French is, as they say in Spanish, no so beautiful. So I've pretty much done it all. And the jet boat technically they'll do the jet boat at the Whirlpool. So I don't know if you were testing me there, but the jet boat is usually the Whirlpool. The Maid of the Mist, which is also a very fast boat when it needs to be, is the one that goes up to the falls. Yeah, I've lived all over Buffalo. I lived on Niagara Street, which is not a nice neighborhood, in Buffalo. It's North Buffalo. And I wouldn't be able to throw a baseball to the Peace Bridge, but if I had a 22, I could hit it. And we would when I was just recently living there, I was taking James up there every weekend almost. He was only been turned off, I think, twice in 200 years. So yes, they can turn off the falls. It's not technically turning off. What they do is they divert the falls. And oftentimes they'll divert it to the Canadian side. It's actually fairly easy to divert the American side. Ours is very small. Canada got the better deal when it came to divvying up the falls. Anybody who's ever been there will tell you that. But the American side is very easily dammed, walled off. And back in the 60s, it was either the late 60s or early 70s, there was a major rock face collapse on the U.S. side of the falls that literally permanently changed what the American Falls looks like because it was a major rock fall. And because of the major rock fall, they actually had to divert the entire American side over to the Canadian side so that they could reinforce and or blast away the other loose rock that was there. You missed everything, Paul. The Canadian side is gorgeous. They absolutely. So the big Niagara Falls that you see on television, whenever you see somebody taking a video or a picture of the falls, is the Horseshoe Falls, which is Canadian. The Americans have the Bridal Veil Falls and Goat Island and Table Rock. Again, I'm just flexing my knowledge because anybody who's been there knows, like, yeah, DC's not BSing. DC is just listing the entire geography of the place. I could freehand the falls by memory. That's how many times I've been there. This this message brought to you by Encyclopedia Collectica. Decyclopedia Collectica. Yeah, I love Canada. We would go on bike tours when I was younger. Now, bicycle? No, look at me. I'm not going on a bike. Give me a golf cart. When I was younger and in shape, I would go on bike tours. And we would literally bike from like the Peace Bridge to the Rainbow Bridge. Now, fun fact, that area's actually got a massive amount of historical value. There are a lot of American and Canadian forts along that stretch, and some very interesting stories that stem from those, as well as a lot of really interesting monuments tucked away into what you would assume is the middle of nowhere, that if you don't know where they are, you'll drive right by them and never knew there was a statue there. But there is actually a ton of really, really cool things on the Canadian side. American side, not so much. Again, we got the short end of the stick. If you go to Niagara Falls, New York, and you just leave the actual tourist trap of the falls and you go to the city of Niagara Falls, where human beings live and don't play, it is one of the most violent, rundown cities in Western New York. Niagara Falls is not to play with. You go to the tourist areas, you stay in the tourist areas. You don't venture out. It's no bueno. Rainbow Bridge is a favorite part of Super Niagara Kart. Yeah. Yeah, I've Whirlpool Bridge, Rainbow Bridge, Peace Bridge, everything. Everything. I've been there. I've done it. It's great. We have on the U.S. side. If you go into the tourist area, a lot of it is owned by the Seneca Nation, the Native Americans, and they have this really awesome building that looks like a turtle. It's actually recently was for sale. I don't know if it ever got bought. We have great things on the American side, like chemical plants, boarded up houses, and burned out buildings. Exactly. It sucks. The American side of Niagara Falls, if you go south on the waterfront, it stinks of poo-poo and chemicals. Well, I'd say chemicals and poo-poo in that order. There is a chemical treatment plant that is caustic. I want to say it's the old Occidental. I want to say it's Occidental. And anybody who knows anything about New York, Occidental was the reason for Love Canal. If you don't know what Love Canal is, all right, before you Google Love Canal, put Love Canal, New York. Please. Trust me on that. Love Canal was a place in New York that was a chemical dumping site by Occidental Chemicals. That they said, we'll just put like a clay cap over it, then build houses and sell them for cheap, and everybody will be fine. Yeah, I know, a bunch of people died. So they had to dig out all of the dirt, like literally a giant crater, get new dirt to put in there, and then put a cap over the new dirt for that to happen. What's going on, Chap Toxic? How are you doing? Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm working the stash. It is a labor of love, and you know what, man? I love you for pointing it out. Thank you so much. Paul's like, so it smells like London. You know, fun fact, I never actually went to London. When I lived in England, I was what's a good word to put? My significant other at the time came from exceptionally wealthy parents. So we had we flew into private airstrips. Bourbon Street in Nolens smells exactly how you would think the carpeted bathroom of a frat house would smell. Put that on a t-shirt. Scrolling down the streams and said, hey, he looks fun. Why not tune in? Oh, thank you, Chap. So, Chap, in addition to me just like talking, I have to plug our website. DCD Collects. If my dear friend DCD could pop our website on there. We actually do art, and we do collections and art mystery boxes that are fair and transparent. So I appreciate you watching. That's actually what I primarily do, but all of the peeps that are in the stream will know that I tend to go on tangents. We talk about whatever pops up. But I definitely appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. I do like to talk. This Cutty Sark on the Thames. Paul, the only Cutty Sark I know is in a green bottle. So on the website, actually, here, let's take a peek at it. This is actually, we're just announcing one of our newer products that we put out. It's very affordable mystery boxes, and the thing that separates us from everybody else is, first of all, there's only really 4 of us that are the entire company. And we work directly with artists. As a matter of fact, the chat room you're in has no less than 5 artists in it right now that help contribute to what we do. Kevin P. West is here. That's one of Kevin P's. That's Lee Cozy. Lee is also in the room. Sketch Ghoul. Sean, I don't think I've seen Sean yet. I don't think Sean's hanging out with us. But we will mix autographs, certified autographs, with art. And we do it in a way that it's small batch. You know, it's affordable. I grew up on that. So yeah, we have different stuff. We dabble in opening cards just for fun in the content, and there's only one of these left. This is Jeff Pena. It's art for all ages. Then there's custom art as well. It is a plethora of things. Just we decided we didn't like what a lot of other companies were doing. We didn't like how unfair their mystery boxes were. So Doug, Trevor, and I, with the help of Lee, kind of got together and said, you know, I think we can do this ourselves and we can do it better. And we can also benefit the artists a heck of a lot more than other companies are. And I mean, the artists will tell you flat out, we take care of them the absolute best we can. There are companies that are paying $1 to $3 for sketch cards, and we're paying 10 times that amount in cases. So we definitely have fun. Yeah, I mean, I can open it for you live on stream, or I can send it to you, and if you stream, you can open it yourself. It's completely up to you. The decision would be in the drop-down menu. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. KP says the community here is like family, and that's what we try to do. It is very tight-knit. And once you make a purchase, you actually will be invited to our Discord, where we have a trading forum where you can get sneak peeks. You can actually interact with the artists. It's a culture. If you were to ask us what we sell, it's not so much mystery boxes. It's a community and a culture. The mystery boxes are just the fun that drives that community and the culture. Another Canadian, yes, absolutely. I was actually just talking about how much I love Canada. I was just talking about all my time spent in Quebec and Ontario. As a matter of fact, I just sent 4 boxes internationally today. 1 to Germany, 2 to separate parts of Australia, and 1 to Montreal. Hey, what's going on, Carlos? How you doing, man? Don's like, DC, by the way, I am DC. I tend to spoil everything. It's just what I do. Hey, Carlos, how is your new shift going, bud? Are you doing well? Yeah, Chep. Hey, listen, it's no pressure, bud. We are live every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific. Excuse me. Yeah, 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern. And all 3 days I'm on for a couple hours. It's just a hang session. If we have things to open, if people buy things, I open it up. We all ooh and ah, and we try to trade for the things we like. It's just fun. It's really what it is. And forgive me, I'm assuming because it says chap, I'm assuming you're a chap. So if I got your pronouns wrong, I apologize. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. No. Hey, so listen, Carlos, man, I have had to make that switch before. It took me a solid 10 days of work to make that switch from the second to third. So I feel you, brother. I get it. I get it. Speaking of Doug, while I'm thinking about it, we need you and Turt to have a chat. Turt's name is Chris. Chris is the artist that I met at the Niagara Falls Comic Con. And he really digs our vibe, and I think you and him should talk. So chap, check this out. Not only is it genuine, we are fully transparent. When we make these, let me show you. So when we make these mystery boxes, I will actually hand number each of them live on a Wednesday. And then we go to random.org and we random them on camera live. And then we set them in order based on how they were randomed 7 times. And we issue them in the order that they come in. That way, nobody can ever say we're giving hot boxes to anybody or we're giving buyers certain ones. It is literally the most transparent and fair mystery box company. And all of them are small, between 15 and 30 boxes per run. So your chances of getting the piece that you really, really want is actually very, very high. So it's different. I mean, the best thing you can do is just tell your friends about us. We're a bunch of friends that wanted to do something different and do something honestly. So that's it. I mean, I try not to pitch. I hope that everything kind of shows itself. If you see the other mystery box, it's essentially a legal scam. You get, yeah, no, absolutely. So here are a few of the big hits that are actually still live. This is done by Lee Cozy. I mean, this is just stunning. It's no prints. It's all art. It's all real, authentic from the artists themselves. No tricks, no nothing. It's just legitimate. This one focuses on Rogue One and Andor specifically. All of our boxes have themes. At any given time, we could just be doing a bunch of different ones. So Lee is a Lucasfilm artist, so when you see his work, it is about as legitimate as it gets. Lee was around. Oh, sweet. Ice. Ice just bought the very last Jeff Pena. So here's another project that we did. Thank you, Ice Wolf. Appreciate it, bud. So here's a great example. This is actually the last one of the run. We completely have. This is now sold out. So Jeff Pena was somebody that Doug. He's the DCD and DCD collects. The delivery times. So we do everything first class. If you wanted to pay extra to do the priority, we'll do priority for you. But typically, first class is about 2 weeks. We're in California, so it's about a 3-day venture to get to the border. Then, customs takes forever. And from there, it's about a week. So the ones that I sent, they said you can expect them in 2 weeks. So this was art for all ages. The final one is 18 out of 25. Ice Wolf. Oh, you're in I actually just sent a package to Montreal today. Doc Ock. All right, Ice Wolf. What could possibly go with Doc Ock? Who in their right mind could go with Doc Ock? Oh, it's that guy. Spider-Man. I love that these came matted and framed. Excuse me, matted, ready to be framed. Yeah, man. Oh, absolutely, chap. We think everybody should have an opportunity, my friend. There you go, Ice. Craig. Craig, the order I got from you was the one that I refunded because I wasn't sure if it was a double or not. So I did refund the only one we got today after I got your email. So I had one ready, but I wasn't sure if it was your end that doubled up. So I just canceled it for you because I didn't want there to be, any money hanging out there. So if you want it, just resend it and I'll do it again. There's Lee Cozy. There's Lee. Yeah, sorry, Craig. I thought our signals must have gotten crossed. I thought the one that you put in today was a copy of the one you put in yesterday. So, my bad. Don says, I will say that photos and the live stream don't do the artwork justice. It's better in person. No, absolutely. I have to say it is. I try to, my camera likes to uncolor balance all the time. Cool fact, Chap's great uncle was the trumpist in the John Williams band for the New Hope soundtrack, and he has the pictures to prove it. That is really amazing. That is really amazing. Yeah, sorry about that, Craig. I will take onus. That is my fault. I assumed when you sent that you were talking about yesterday's order got copied. It's my bad. I just voided it to avoid any money issue for you. So, when confusing, I'd rather refund you than not. Absolutely, man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Now, I do say the reason we gatekeep our Discord. It's because we are a family. That's why we do make it a purchase necessary to get in. Eventually, we will have a separate Discord for people who haven't bought anything yet. But as of right now, it's a very tight-knit community. So it's nothing personal. It's just we want to make sure there's people that want to be there. So we actually have different Star Wars boxes that will come out at different times. The most recent one is just this Andor Rogue One one. We have done them in the past that have gone with the whole as a scope. We've done the animated series as a specific box. It's kind of whatever we're feeling is going to be fun, or whatever we can get good resources for at a reasonable price, because we like to keep the prices down. We try not to go, I think the most expensive thing I ever did was $250. We try to keep it under there so that it's something that everybody can afford. We want to get original art into everybody's hands. We did have the original 1978, 1979 unopened packs, and our partner Trevor was like insane. Yeah. Those were his private stock. It was impressive. We had a good time. So actually, we have a YouTube channel as well. We simultaneously are on YouTube and Twitch. All of our videos are saved to both of those formats. When you go to YouTube, you just have to click under the live tab and you'll see all of our previous videos. Feel free to venture back as far as you want. We have a lot of fun. And you'll see ones that are specifically titled numbering, randoming, and opening. That'll show you live us actually transparently doing the numbering and randoming as well. Last night's stream was pretty funny. It may or may not have involved a little bit of tequila too, I have to say. Yeah, those were 45-year-old Star Wars wax packs that we opened. It was pretty awesome. We did rip quite a few rookie cards. So, Chap, let me show you what that is. So this is from the vault. Our dear friend Doug, who is DCD Collects, he is an art and comic collector. So we were able to pry 27 plus pieces of his own commissions to make this. So you're literally getting something from his vault. And our dear friend Steven, who was just in the chat, who was actually up here, will tell you, we literally have a vault. So it is going to be stuff. It'll span all different items. It'll all be art, but it could be Marvel, it could be Disney, it could be DC, it could be like any of the above. Some of them have one piece, some of them have 2 or 3 pieces in there. Yeah, there's a lot of cool things that are still left in there. Steve will tell you, yep, he has been in the vault, and it's legit. There is a vault. It's there. GB is like, I'm grabbing 2 of those Let's Rides. I actually listed them wrong. I put roll out. It's actually Let's Ride. So this is me getting ready. So next week, Chap, next week we are going to be numbering, randoming, and opening the Let's Ride, which is this one, where everybody is getting an original piece of art by the artist Bing, and either a die-cast mini or larger Mini of the vehicle that you get. Everything is matted and ready for framing by our dear friend Steven, who we put to work when he came to visit. This is the order that people have bought them in, so this will be the order that we give them out. Thank you, GB. Appreciate it, man. So yeah, this is, you can literally see how transparent we are, is that I'll post the spreadsheet and do it live. Again, there's nobody that has a product good enough to be as transparent as we are. And we stand by that. When we build our boxes, we look at every individual box as they fall and say, is this something I would buy? And if we say no, then we find something to add to it. If we say yes, we box it up, and that's a box. Yeah, GB, Doug is really contemplating bountying that kit. He has said numerous times, man, I think I really want this kit. So anybody that pulls the kit car, I should say light activating kit car, is probably gonna get contacted by Doug for a trade. Chap, hey, it's whatever you're feeling, man. I will tell you, hands down, this is gonna be one of the most fun you will find. Every single box has an autograph, a piece of art, and an unopened pack of cards. The vault is just art. So if you want to focus on the art, I would go with the vault. If you want to focus on Star Wars and a variety, you go Interstellar. Again, there's no losers here. Everybody really wins. Yeah. I am fairly certain there are no Genevieve O'Reilly autographs left. I think those were the only two. But thank you, Don. I appreciate it. Yeah, Doug has a good, endearing story about Kit. Yeah, I rewatched that video, KP. I did snort pretty loud. That was funny. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. As a matter of fact, Dave just placed an order. Your birthday, Dave, wait a second. I feel like your birthday was just like a couple months ago. It's DC. I know it's confusing because DCD Collects is the company. I go by DC. My real name is Dave, but nobody calls me by my real name. Literally, my business cards even have just DC. If you want to find me on Instagram, look for DC the Breaker, because that's my full professional name. Brad's all right. DC is the name, Breaking is the game. Craig. I see yours, buddy. I'm sorry, Craig. I missed it. I got yours. Is my brother named Marvel? Close. My brother is Matthew. Same letter. All right, Craig. Sorry, Craig. I didn't refresh and see yours. My bad, bud. And Dave, comma, birthday boy. All right, Turd, take care, buddy. I appreciate you. We will be in touch. We will be in touch. Turd is also an artist. He is from Ontario. And yeah, we're gonna chat with him too. Oh yeah, absolutely. Listen, I actually, I used to work. I'm not going to say their name. Um, I used to work for a major company in Buffalo that used to open sports cards and memorabilia. Um, I left working there, but believe me, literally, cards worth $250,000, single cards worth $250,000 have passed through my hands. I have opened them, shipped them successfully with no complaints. All right, Craig, you got 22 out of 25. Dave, you got 12 out of 25. Craig, are you ready for some Interstellar Sig Series? Ah, there you go. Nice, Steven. I'll get there eventually. All right, Craig, the question is, first of all, the question is, DC, why is there no focus here? The second question is, do you want me to open this for you? It was, I can tell you exactly what the card was. The card was the 2019 Zion Williamson Platinum Bar 1/1 autograph. Nice. I see there is a big difference between a US cop and a Canadian cop. A Canadian cop will apologize for pulling you over. True story. Baze. Ah, there she is. There's Jin. Harbingers in Black and Rebel. There's my bags. All right, item numero uno. Yeah, we definitely don't have that here. Steven has seen this store trooper. I know, right? All right, the autograph is first. It's numbered 6 out of 8. That's Admiral Raddus. That's Steven Stanton. Numbered 6 out of 8. Let's get that focus back again. Still not where I want it to be. There we go. Congratulations! Oh man, Craig, looky what we got here. You did it! Yes! It is yours! Boom! Congratulations! You've got the apple of a lot of people's eye. Oh, baby. Oh, look at the detail. This is a painting by Lee Cozy of the midair collision or mid-space collision between a few different vessels. One of them piloted by Admiral Addis. This would be hey, Lee. Lee, let me ask you, if you were to have this be a commission in this size with this detail, what do you think you would charge someone to do something this highly detailed? Stephen Stanton did the voice for Grand Moff Tarkin in Rogue One. There you go. I love it. Stephen is the smartest. He is our smart. Yeah, there you go. About $500 to $800 piece, and you just got it for $2. Dave's like, yeah, but it's my birthday. All right, Dave. Let's get that birthday boogie, that birthday luck, shall we? There it is. Bourbon. Hey, Bourbon. He's like, man, if I would have bought 2 last night. Well, Bourbon, hey, I can't make you do it, man. I can't make you buy them. 12 of 25. It's Dave's birthday. Let's get that birthday luck. Let's get some birthday luck. Hey, Dave, would you like me to open this for you? Would you like me to break it? Oh, absolutely, Doug. Dave's like, yeah, you better open it. That's kind of your job, DC. It's kind of what you do. Lieutenant Cephala. There's Chirrut. Yavin. Ah, there he is. Director Krennic's Obsession. And more Chirrut. There she is. Hello, Jyn. All right, Dave. All right, Dave. Dave, when is your birthday? Is it today? Because I swear I thought it was just a few months ago. I felt like we had this conversation a few months ago. It was the 14th. Okay. So happy belated birthday to Dave. And here at DCD Collects, there's this thing. There's beginner's luck. Beginner's luck is the first time you buy, you tend to hit a pretty good box. By the way, chap, it's true. People will tell you. It is, beginner's luck is in full effect. The other big thing is birthday luck. And Dave, friend, sharer of a first name, congratulations! Look at that! First thing on there is a sticker. Booyah! Oh, it also means it's a good autograph. It's a good autograph. Who's the autograph? Oh, no way! Happy birthday! 2 out of 7 autographed by K2SO himself, Alan Tudyk. Oh, buddy, that is the congratulations sticker. That means you got something real good. This is the patch auto. There's Alan's signature, certified by Topps. Booyah! That is an amazing birthday get. But I have to say, David, David, congratulations! We're not done! Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy! Oh, he's a leaf on the wind. That's right. Oh, man, what did you get for your birthday? What did you get for your birthday? Oh, is it a cozy? My great googly moogly, it's a cozy. Oh, my goodness. You, sir. Yeah, lady knows. This is the droid you're looking for. And I will have you know, this has provenance. He actually did this live on his stream. Lee did this one live. So you can go back and watch the vid of him making this piece right here. There you go. Now, I would say that's a pretty good birthday. Wouldn't you say, Dave? Well, I mean, Lee, they just went together so well. There you go, man. Happy birthday and congratulations again. All right, Jeff, take care. Don't do that, man. Don't hurt yourself. Oh, you're welcome, bud. You are welcome. Sorry, I have my phone is exploding. There we go. All right, we're good. Do we have anything cool that is Star Wars related that we could throw in as a present? As a matter of fact, I do. Hey, Dave. All right, so, Dave, this may not have anything to do with Andor or with Rogue One. But Dave, do you ever enjoy a beer or a nice cider? Is that something that you would do? Hopefully, you're not a recovering alcoholic and I'm triggering you. But ciders are great. Now, when you order them, do you order them by the gallon or by the pint? I occasionally order them by the pitcher. So, would it be appropriate to send you a pint glass to drink your soda from? Do you like to watch movies about gladiators? You ever hang around the gymnasium? There you go, man. That is for you. Happy birthday. I'm going to write your name on the bottom. All right, enjoy Stevens. Tell Maddie I said goodbye. All right, take care, Doug. KP's like, I love it. I love it. It's the goods. Yes, tomorrow morning we will have our meeting where I will be like, no, Doug, I didn't mean to spoil anything about dragons that we haven't announced really officially yet. And you'll be like, DC, man, like, I love you like a brother, but gotta stop doing that. And I'll be like, I know, I know. I mean, it's better in the morning than it is like now. Excuse me. Oh, I know. That's usually KP. Usually that's my comeback. Is like, well, they don't just watch me. I usually will go to Paul and have everyone watch Paul afterwards. Or I'll send them to Kayla and Kayla will be doing something for us. So, I mean, it's an easy argument for me to counter. As a matter of fact, tonight we're going to go see what Paul's doing. Hey, over the top, that's us. Appreciate it, Dave. There's nothing wrong with a little overkill as long as it's good. Speaking of overkill, this will be somebody's blank soon. Paul's like, I'm gonna tell them details. I'm gonna show them legitimate details of what I'm doing. All right, take care, Carlos. Have fun at work. Be safe. Come back with all your fingers. I mean, honestly, I could probably go. I could I guess we could make this a good point to watch Paul do some art. Now I will admit, when I hand everybody over to Paul, usually I have to immediately jump into a post video meeting. And then after the meeting, I come back and try to mingle. But I have a 40-minute drive every day after work, and I desperately love my family and want to see them. So I don't get to hang out as much as I'd want to with Paul and everybody, but I do what I can. So just saying. With that said, excuse me. There is no better way to end a video than the way I have been ending them for the last 2 years. And that's with this. I love each and every one of you. I do. It's actual and factual. Please take care of yourselves and each other so that we can do this again tomorrow. Same time, same channels, and hopefully same group of people hanging out with us. We are going to go see what Paul Maitland is cooking for us. We're going to do a little raid, all 22 of us. And he is actually working on something that I have just spoiled and that we haven't technically announced. So feel free to ask him all the questions you want because I can't answer them. All right, everybody, take care. I love you all.